Hope we're not sounding boring.
We are.
I think we are. What's up, guys? Thank you for clicking on our sweat tent review. If you guys are here to try to figure out how to make your sweat tent a little bit more proof, go ahead and click on the video timeline and click forward to that portion of the video. If you want to figure out whether or not the sweat tent is weatherproof, that is also on there. Your time is valuable to us, but if you guys want to watch all the way through this review, we would super appreciate it. And before we get started, if you're not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe, like this video. Let's get into this sweat tent while we're sweating and figure out why it is we love this amazing sauna. When you get the sweat tent, it comes in this awesome bag, which is great if you're going to take it, especially if you're going to go somewhere where you're going to go camping and bring the sweat tent with you. Again, super portable. That's not why we got it though. So ultimately we just use it for storage. It has all of our panels in here. So each one of these panels is just a different one that goes over some of the windows. So you just take the panels, they're all Velcroed. And I mean, this is great if you want to kind of make your sauna experience a little bit more private. You just cover this baby up like so. And it pretty much just darkens the whole thing out from the inside. All right. If you take them off, get a little bit more of the natural sunlight. We like having them off. That way we can watch the kids if they're inside the hot tub, or, you know, usually we have people over and we're doing it all together. So you get to kind of be a part of the experience from everything. So all of this stuff breaks down. It all collapses and goes inside that bag. Everything from the tie downs to the cover to the stove itself and all the stacks, everything breaks down and comes in it. When you put it all up, the first thing you have to do, you have to season the stove. So you have to burn it outside of the tent for, I think you burn 3 logs, and then once that burns all the way through, it burns out all the impurities or anything that's inside the stove, inside the stack, and then you're ready to rock and roll. The tent itself went up in about 10 minutes. Let's take a look at the inside. All right, so the benches, they're from Sweat Tent. These are their cedar benches that you can order from the tent. The thermometer, that is from Sweat Tent as well. We got the bucket and the ladle, so that way you can pour on. We got this steam rocks on top of the stove and the stack and all that stuff that comes with it. The flooring was these flooring that we got off Amazon that's just like connecting flooring, which makes it just a little bit more kind of cushion here instead of having to be on the concrete. And mittens that we got from Sweat Tent. Real important to use the mittens anytime that the fire is rolling. You got to add a log or do anything else, you got to put the mittens on. And then it comes with this nice little poker that you can use to kind of brush and clean out any of the ashes or move any logs around that you have. And then we got some firewood back there that we bought from maybe like Home Depot, and we got some from some friends. And these are our hats, a couple of them from Sweat Tent. We got the Viking caps, and these are just sauna hats. They just help that when you start to get hot, covering up the head. All that hair I got, protect it. And then these ones are just off Amazon, so that way if people come in. And we got 2 benches because we can fit, how many people have we fit in here? Maybe about 6, 7 people.
All right, so you might be wondering if this sweat tent is weatherproof, and this is our current setup from when we had a tropical storm and we had wind gusts of 80 miles per hour, and this thing held up solid. So this is tie downs that came with it, and we just attached it here. And then we had some spurs and we just attached it there. And then around the skirt, we also attached some more, or laid some more pavers down. So we did this on all 4 corners. We also put the windows back on. We have this that we keep on at all times, but it's the rain cover. And then we just really tightened it down when that storm was coming, and we zipped it up. Is it rainproof? It is. We actually take this out when it rains, and there is another cover that you can put over that to protect it from rain getting in the hole. And this is the rain guard, and it's held up real nicely. We've had it for 4 months. To get the fire started, you can buy these little tumbleweeds, which work awesome. But if you don't want to spend the money and you want to save a little bit, you can easily do it at home. So you can grab, I've been saving the toilet paper rolls and paper towel rolls, and I've been saving my dryer lint as well. So you can cut them in half, stuff this baby with a bunch of lint, and then I will put a little bit of Vaseline along the top here to stick it between the 2 pieces of wood. I just put this in the middle and then light this guy to get started.
What we've seen is 2 or 3 logs kind of gets it up to like 160, you say? A little bit of some space there, and we get the logs around and we get the thing in the middle, and then we just give it a good light.
So if it's not catching, all you have to do is blow on it a little bit until it catches. So now it's got a good flame going. Are you gonna ask a question?
So, why did we choose sweat tent?
Good question.
Thank you.
We're just getting into cold plunging, and we know the benefits of cold exposure, and there's a ton of benefits of heat exposure. So we wanted a sauna, and quite frankly, we wanted an infrared sauna because that's the only one we've ever tried at our friends. But they are really expensive, especially for an outdoor one, because we needed something to put outdoors. Very affordable for the benefits if you want a sauna at home. What we really prefer to do is on a Sunday or weekend, we like to do like 3 or 4 rounds of a 10-minute sauna session, 3 minutes in a cold plunge, 10-minute sauna session, cold plunge, and we go back and forth for a few rounds. That makes us feel the best. But we have also sauna throughout the week.
Yeah, the most we've probably done it is twice, maybe 3 times a week.
The thing about this too is the EMF is 0.
Yeah, there's no electrical.
Except for right now because we have our phone in here. But typically we don't bring our phone in here. We'll leave it outside and we'll just set a timer so we can hear it. But you are literally not plugged up to any electricity. You really can just detoxify, which is a big perk of why I really wanted it as well. Next question. Does it smell?
No, it does not. No. The smell in here is actually fantastic.
It honestly smells like cedar. I wish you could smell the smell in here. We do have cedar logs for the fire from a friend. And
the benches are cedar?
Mm-hmm. Yes. We love the sweat tent, and there's a ton of pros. I think the only con I can think of is that the actual stove gets burning hot. So with our kids in here, it's a little bit more stressful when they come in because I'm worried about them. So we actually just made a little wall that will protect them from the
wall.
One of the biggest things we wanted to share was this wall that we made. Our kids come in here a lot, and typically we just have them sit on this far bench and use that door. But to prevent and just give us a little peace of mind, we made this little wall out of 2x2s for the brace and 1x3s for the cute parts. Then we just put a couple screws in there to hang the sweat tent mitts, and Alex just put a little screw there to hang the water bucket, because that is what we will put over the rocks to make the steam. And then the wood just sits behind there to keep it dry from any weather. So that is the biggest thing. And in the description, we will have a list of materials on what we used. And we just used regular pine. You could probably use cedar if you wanted to, but because it's just staying in the sweat tent, we weren't worried about it deteriorating. You just want to make sure you're not using any wood that has been pressure treated or has chemicals on it. All right. It's about to get steamy.
Wow.
You like it?
Yeah. It's cool.
Where are you supposed to be, though? on this bench.
Wow!
What do you think?
Cool!
You still can't go over there though.
I know.
Okay. Do you like the sweat tent?
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
The fire. Christian 100 saves you $100. Woo!
We hope you like this video. We had fun building the little wall to go around the sweat tent. So if you have little kids and you want them to be in the sweat tent with you, then build that little wall. Build a little wall.
Like and subscribe. Stay safe.